Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Spirit plays more Spiral Nights. Hey, live stream in the morning, 3 a.m. at least at Eastern Standard Time. So we got a couple things to do. I don't even know what direction we're going to go. I was thinking about doing a gate, but we also have Legion of Almir, which is an amazing prestige. A couple things we need to do because we are consumeristic, capitalistic Americans, which is spend all the money we have. So there's two things. First off, we're going to hopefully be blessed by the luck of punch on our Gilded Griffin, which has been low consistently. Boom. Construct low. Hey, the consistency. Sometimes you gotta look for something to count on. We feed punch. What was that? The little dark box right there is just very interesting. How it just kind of follows us all over the place. I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, yeah, we done a just because of how Twitch and YouTube work and correspond with each other. I think I'm just gonna stream on Twitch, not too terribly often, or at least like once a day, maybe twice a day. Anyway, we also got the Torpor Tantrum. Last time it failed. Here's to instantly skipping to level 10. Let's go. Oh my goodness, we've done it. Okay, so we should probably take the sleep bomb with us, maybe wherever we go. We obviously need some radiance. Gotta heat this bomb. We could do, I think we could do Scared to Death. And possibly some Dreams and Nightmares just for some personal upgrades. Maybe. Gate timing takes a bit. Though I do love myself. Could join a party. I haven't done that in like ages. Who's down there? Hubba. I don't even know these people. Oh, that guy's party's open. You know what? I think we're going to, I think I decided it for myself. I'm going to do some Dreams and Nightmares. Just hover in here for a minute and look for some radiance. And we'll go from there. So, it's been a quiet night. Last night I had a mentor meeting. You have to excuse me also, we're on our first cup of coffee. But because we had to make a pot early this morning, it's like the bot, like you make 12 cups worth, at least in my, oh, it's low rock, at least in my coffee maker. That's what we do. And I just grabbed the first concentrated cup off the bottom, so it's going to be like a shot of espresso to the head. Nothing wrong can come of this. Or our buddy. He's wearing the most pristine gear. And there's a little Wayne as his partner. Let's do it. We got this. So, didn't see the kids, didn't see the wife. I got some chicken and some pasta salad. Set it there for them to enjoy. It was tech day for the kids. Tech day is every other day. So they get to sit and, zombify themselves. I think that's it's a slightly better way of acclimating them to the culture. As opposed to just saying, here kids, do whatever you want. Because that's how reality works. And we'll go from there. And we'll go do whatever we want to at the same time. Apparently we have just like a freaking light speed godlike computer compared to some people. But that's, I'm alright with that. So the mentor meeting, we basically, the gist of it is, I've been through the program a couple times. There's a couple people coming. There's somebody coming from Niagara Falls, which is going to be interesting. But the whole point of this is pointing toward truth, and I can't help but share, I'm reading Ravi Zacharias' book, Can Man Live Without God? Probably his best work in my opinion. But he tells the story of Pilate in there, Pilate talking to Jesus, and Jesus says, "My kingdom is not of this earth. If it was, my people would fight for me, and those on the side of truth would listen to me." And Pilate, who's a politician, which is extremely relevant now, and always, really, he says, "What is truth?" and walks away without even listening for an answer. So, in this age of relativism, where you have one side saying, where morality is polarized, right? You have one side saying, These were peaceful protests, and yet the other side saying your cities are burning. One of those is true. One of those is not. You can twist the truth so much, but eventually if you twist it so much, it's gonna snap. You gotta be careful with that kind of stuff, you know. Anyway, we're hoping for a lot of radiance, and our buddy Lorok, dude, we should find a Valayan lookalike. Like, is there such a thing? I was looking at, literally, honestly, looking at spectate Valayan to see what kind of gear they had on. But I guess it is, like, close to Lorok. He was too good for waving. Little Vanguard thing there, just some regular spiral gear, okay. She wants to go. She's like, why are you taking so long to process my words? I said 2 sentences. You're standing there staring at me with a pipe in your mouth for like 3 solid minutes. Alright, let's go. This guy's got the better guns, obviously. I think this will be what we need. Which, okay. I'm gonna try not to just obliterate my friend here, and myself at the same time, I guess. Good. Lack of teleportation from these guys, just amazing. Okay. So anyway, the whole analogy for truth, the reason I bring that up is because everyone's confused about what is true and is not. And if you're not, like, you've not been paying attention to the political realm, and that's okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Valayan, you comboed him into me. I think that was you. The political realm is just a freaking mess, dude. So now here we are, entertaining ourselves with a game that has extreme nostalgic value to itself. I was asking Discord, I guess. I think it was Discord. What keeps me coming back to SK? We get memories, flashbacks, lockdown. Nope, not that. Not lockdown. Lockdown actually kind of kissed me away. Everybody on there knows me. And excuse me. I hate that stuff, dude. This way. Got it, dude. I like this person. They got a sense of rushing in them. So the whole point in you know, truth claims and truth in general is pointing towards something. You got to make sure you're pointing towards something that is true. Why is truth important, or is it even important? Is it important to know what is good and what is right and what is valuable? Come on, man. Give me a second. Okay, not this one. Relativity only gets you so far. Like, what are you gonna do if heaven or hell exists? Is it important to know this? Does life matter? Do black lives matter? Do white lives matter? Which one reflects reality more so? Is that important? Is the truth important, or is what you feel important? That's the other side of it. Where you going, buddy? Don't need that key over there. Apparently someone has not seen this puzzle before. And, this level specifically, I think. There's been a couple times where I'm just like, what is that? But I think we've exhausted the randomness that is dreams and nightmares. I got you, buddy. I got you. What's up, Rakuka? Blue Flood. Who's that guy? Anyway, one of the things about games that we can we can wrap our heads around, at least I think we can. Of course, yeah, still playing Spiral Knights. It's early morning, good thing to wake up to. Oh no, this might be it. At least, oh my gosh, dude, what a combo. And having 2 characters in this game, like 2 people, you need to die. You're in a corner. Just routing all the enemy and having them randomly fire, it's hard to round it. But we brought this upon ourselves. two people in dreams and nightmares who don't know each other. I mean, literally, nightmares. It's defined by it. Your account got permabanned. Who was your account, my man? I'm sorry about the permaban. Also, I had a dude in the Discord server reading to me that the terms of service saying you can get banned technically for using macros. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Oh, Raku, okay. I remember. I do remember things. I got a brain. It retains information. I was talking about truth. Welcome to my discussion about truth and Spiral Knights. The part I was getting at with it, now we have hearts everywhere, about truth is, you know, games have rules. Games have a subset. If you violate those rules, by definition, you are cheating. Even if those rules, and sometimes this is where you get to the grounds of morality. You got way too drunk and abused people. But, you know, let's bounce that off today's standards, right? If you get way too drunk and abuse people in Spiral Knights, that's mostly peaceful, right? You don't abuse them 99% of the time, but then you abuse them that 1%. That's still mostly peaceful. That's the political realm saying, you know, mostly peaceful protest. But sorry to not make anything political with this absolute freaking joke of a media we have. $5,000? You thought your account, you thought you were untouchable. Okay, here it comes. I can understand that. The flowing in the sea of the anonymous does that to people. The internet itself teaches you that you don't have to, you usually don't have to stand up for and be accountable for what you say. Even the drunk person wakes up the next day with a bruise on his cheek because of this, you know, kind of paying for what he did the night before. Or a headache at the very least. Silly Salmon gave me a free ASI CTR Orbit gun a couple days before. Holy smokes, man. I had people give me an ASI every guy brandish. I mean, an Acheron. I thought it was, like, well, it took me like a year to make the thing, honestly. I felt dirty doing it. But here we are. Talking about truth in games. So, morality can get in there too, right? The concept of thought or target. I know in a game I play called Catacomb Kids, there's an option to remove your limbs and replace them with cybernetic ones. I don't do this. I can't bring myself to do it because, well, we missed. Crap. Really just want to open this. Can I do that? It's just against my character. I like play now. Don't get me wrong. If I happen to lose a limb throughout the game, which is possible, you can have your limbs severed. Did it? Okay, let's go. Come on, buddy. I don't like having my limbs severed, but it is a possibility. And if that does happen, I will gladly replace it. Thank goodness we got this poison. Wow, we'll put it to good use. This isn't the main game I play. This is like casualness. It's one of those things I've been playing for so long. I can, you know, excuse me. I can just about rock out with, you know, muscle memory while having a full-on conversation. Just about. Games that actually take some intellect and thought and, you know, some, you know, complex motor functions and brain mechanics. So, like, Catacomb Kids is probably at the top of that list, man. Tried to get my account back last appeal and I got drunk and threatened to kill myself because they banned. And it's Hera's fault if I do. Well, yeah, suicide's a touchy thing, I guess. I mean, the suicide rate has gone up exorbitantly due to the coronavirus and all that stuff. I didn't think Spiral Knights was a factor in suicide rate going up, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know everything. It could be the old Raku. Are you the new Raku? Raku, let me encourage you to join games like Risk of Rain 2. That game is amazing. Or not Spiral Knights. I mean, this game's okay for nostalgic purposes. You can watch it once in a while, I guess. What are we really doing here? I'm just kind of upping my level 10 stuff. I don't really have any grandiose plans to make any magic happen. It'd be neat if they, once in a while, we see a new arcade room we've never seen before. That's about the extent of it. Besides that, we're not really like, not breaking any new ground. Oh, my face! But we're not breaking any new grounds. Not doing anything that's too epic. Besides just enjoying some sweet music in the midst of, you know, pain and pleasure that comes with little bars just kind of flying off your character's body. I mean, this is like technically the hardest level in the game. Well, I guess the shadow layers are also ridiculous now. So they're, I would say, the hardest levels in the game. But I haven't even slogged my way through one. I heard it. When a guy told me it takes like 2 hours to get through it, and I'm just like, I don't have that kind of time, man. I'd rather play 2 games. You gotta be extremely dedicated. So things like Maiden's Tears and items like that are probably just, you know, going through the roof. You see this single shield canceling stuff? Triple max BLK. I got a double max. Do I have a double max? Not even that. No, don't stand there, you genius. Now we're gonna get shot by eyeballs. I'm afraid to move. Please just go. Okay. Anyway. You were full GM when you got banned. Said Game Master. Where am I going? Sorry, Lorak, don't follow me. I'm not right all the time. Double, triple. You can always make a new account. There's always ways around it. You just gotta be a new person. I started the game from scratch 3 times. But that was my own choice, really. It's not anybody else's. I keep going back and forth. You might get blown up. Which is the moral of the story, right? You take that, you cascade it to another game. There's no other game like this. Oh, okay. Yeah, you look for a free-to-play top-down one that doesn't require you to grind like for 3 bajillion hours. You end up playing it anyway, because it's just fun to play. I was thinking of I was actually looking into playing Phantasy Star 2. Just because it's new, and I've heard a couple of my friends really got into the game. But I mean, that's an hour sync. You and Dally Look. I remember Dally Look. I haven't seen in a while. I think we played, what else did we play together? Was it Risk of Rain 2? Or something else? My boy Donnie. There he is. Meow, 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 meow. Shadow Overlords. Back when Country had a guild, it was kind of fun. My little Country. So how do you sell a person to EOS? Oh my gosh, he blew me up. There's no time for chat. We gotta go, Lorak. We gotta go. Probably should have chosen the ancient shield. That's okay. I feel the pain only in my mind. The little bars that come out. I still have this vision of like doing a full scale CGI cinematographic. I'm sure maybe when technology gets better, I can import my Spiral Knights characters and just make it happen. Why would I bash them into the Switch? Good job, brain. You know, doing like a full-on lockdown montage just to bring the game back. I think it'd be kind of neat. It's probably never going to happen, but it's neat to think about theory crafting, right? I tried looking up Spiral Spy. It's a whole thing in and of itself to have like animated images. Make like little series and stuff. But mine was only like a 2-minute combo video. Kind of got an inspiration from you know, doing anime music videos back in the day. It's been like 5 years since I made one. No, it's been longer than that. What a world. It's been longer than okay. Focus. He's frozen. Just lit him on fire. Focus. I need a minute. Ooh, So I was thinking about using. There's a song called not Pussifer. The Verde River by Pussifer. There we go. It is actually called. The band is anyway. One of Maynard's couple bands. It's got a few of them. Give me that sweet damage upgrade. Yeah. We could also use a heart so we don't get one-shotted here. Oh. Just gotta keep negotiating our way around this madness. The other one was like the Call of Duty intro, which was written by Trent Reznor, which is amazing. He has his hand. He's one of the guys that he saw Napster coming and music being published online for free, so he actually started putting some money into video game sound, or not money, but his time rather, into video game soundtracks, which made a lot of sense. And then you had the opposite side of that, which is Metallica, which kind of doubled down on the old school technology that you buy CDs. So CDs were going by the wayside, man, once the internet hit. Trent Reznor had one of his albums get pre-released because somebody got a hold of his not transcript, but not a beta version, the unreleased version, whatever, and they popped it up on the torrent files. He's just like, you know what? I'm releasing this for free. This one's on me. I thought that was a really neat idea. I forget where I was going with that. But anyway. Spotify, I heard, is really good. I haven't looked into it, though. Helping. Because I see people constantly listening to Spotify. Is it like the new Pandora? I've heard of Pandora. To be honest with you, when I look for music, I'm oftentimes just, I go for OC Remix, just because by definition, video game music has to be motivational and not distracting. I read a lot. Read incessantly. So I don't want to be distracted. I want to focus on what I'm reading. It's very difficult. I'm sure it can be done. I'm sure I've done it before. To listen to music that is lyrics and to focus on what you're reading. It's tough. So OC Remix has some great remixes from old school Super Nintendo games and stuff that, built me up as I was a kid. Lurk, if you go down, I'm here for you, man. So who's left? Anybody? Oh no! No! Lorak! I will try to kite them all, my friend. I don't know if we can do it, but I'll try. He's in the corner. He's gonna go down. If anything, the eyeballs will get him. I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry, man. I tried. The lack of single switching. I've not yet ascended. Probably 2030 when Joe Biden is still president of the United States, but he's a shell in a wheelchair. It's okay, man. I'll carry you. I don't mind carrying. I don't mind doing this. I like helping people out. Poor dude. You had to solo carry Easyho through dreams and nightmares. And the disparity between not even ability, but just luck as far as either PC performance plus connection speed in the PvP realm. I didn't get to the point of, threatening to kill myself. I just got so enraged, and I couldn't do anything about it. So my version of, ultimate rage is I just throw myself into it, and I don't do anything else until I win. The absolute stubbornness that is my being. That's why, I stop for a bit, because sometimes you gotta cast something from you to, recognize it's a problem. You have to distance yourself from it, so I did. This is the story of Blue Flood. And after that distance, I came back. What the living crap, dude? Got boomeranged. Hopefully that went the right direction. Okay, here we go. We are one hit from death, so we need these hearts pretty bad. POS game. This game is amazing. He also gave us a damage bonus. Boom. Oh, crap. Just so we can stick and move. We're together now, which is good. Okay, got one down. I'm tempted just to stay over here. Yeah, Dreams and Nightmares is It's no joke sometimes, man. The randomness of these guys, like, you gotta kill them quick. The random, alright, yep, we're dead. Anyway. Blue is my daddy. What the heck? I ain't no one's daddy except my kids. If you wish to be my child, I will mentor you. I mean, that is, I just got a mentorship role. Oh, jeez. Stop getting hit, brain. Mentorship role with the C.S. Lewis Institute. Actually, my whole life is mentorship. I'm doing private lessons now outside of a public instruction in the dojo. So that, I mean, it's Peacewise. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in ages. Getting Peacewise in there. Okay, we need to not use a spark here. We need to gain sparks, not lose them. That's part of how this is supposed to work. Thought we were done. Apparently, I forgot how this game works. I'm just gonna come with you for a minute, and apparently not even use any of the damage bonus and run through everything. Okay, let's get this heart. This is a good idea. Yes. Oh, all right. It's my first day. Anyway, private lessons, Ishinru Karate. I'm actually passing on. See, like, I never thought this would be a thing in my life. He left. Just like gave up. He's like, I'm done. Yeah, Ishinru Karate is it's Okinawa. It's based on Shorin and Goju-ryu. I've been teaching since, at least in this dojo. I've been teaching for a very long time, but in this past dojo I'm at, Elite Martial Arts, it's been there since 2015. It's a 5th year, and the dojo's going a different direction than I want to, and I had some discussions with my mentor, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'll just dip out. It was very interesting, and dude, there's freaking politics and everything, and I kind of hate it. Oh, good. I thought I was on my Griffin for a second. I'm like, yeah, we don't need the Griffin to be unleashing its wrath on the enemy. But it's well, that's another thing with the COVID. I could never, being from the Judeo-Christian worldview and knowing that people have to gather in the social institutions in order for a person to get dignity. People have to meet. You can't sit alone in a box and read the media that people, that specifically those who wish just power for power's sake, feed into you. It's called brainwashing and slavery. So, like John MacArthur kept his church open the entire time. I couldn't understand why mine would not. So I started having gatherings every Saturday at the local coffee shop that has optional masks. Especially once the evidence didn't dictate any of this crap. So I started, and we had to wear masks in the dojo. I'm like, are you kidding me? I can't. I'm sorry. It's just, the evidence is not there. I don't care what the governor says. He's freaking flip-flopping. There's politics and everything. There's politics in Spiral Knights. Look at this. What are you watching right now? Yeah, so I teach a couple private lessons here and there. And I do it for its own sake. So what is the point of martial arts? Is it to get a black belt? Or is it to defend yourself? Or is it for spiritual discipline? Oh, my back. I need a back brace. I would argue that the black belt itself is a nice report card. Boasting about something like that usually will get you in trouble. It's something that you want for personal development. There's a guy left. For personal development, perhaps. But as far as, like, boasting about it, look what I have. That oftentimes will get you in trouble more often than not. I lost my Muay Thai fight 3 years ago and got my jaw broken and shattered, and then I quit. Hey, I can understand that. That's rough, man. So the stark difference between karate and, like, kickboxing, I did manage to get a certificate in kickboxing instruction as well. Stuff like that. Same with football and anything else. You can't, it's hard to have that be like a career. Because you, look at the average MMA fighter, like 3 years. You get so much head trauma because you have to train ridiculous hard. So the usual rules of karate combat, it's bare knuckle and it's point sparring, right? The old school rules were the opponent has to show visible shock. You get hit once and you're done. We wear pads, we control to the head, and we condition the body. And then it's also about the discipleship factor. Usually MMA dojos are just like, yo, you want to beat somebody up on the ground? Come join us. But martial arts is a little bit different than that, because you also learn some of the spiritual elements. You get to explore the worldviews that actually created these kind of things. You hate ground. I don't mind ground. I like there's a lot of throws and stuff, but the thing about ground fighting and MMA, well, any kind of rule set, is there are rules. You forget that you can just gouge eyes and you can use weapons. The actual philosophy behind a lot of that stuff is you actually just want to punch them real quick so you can pick something else up and hit them with it. Why would you break your body when you can use something else to break theirs? Right, I think we got a decent amount of radiance from that. That's kind of nice. MMA is not dirty. It's not distinct. I like striking myself because it makes more sense. Go ahead and try to hit me. I'll pick something up and hit you with it, or go ahead and try to grab me rather and throw me to the ground. I know there's like John Wick is always my go-to when it comes to this kind of stuff. The guy doesn't throw any head level kicks. 36 rads was kind of nice. So I think I'm gonna also poor Lorak, man. I feel bad. Let's pop in Scared to Death. Boom. He does judo. Judo's the gentle way, and the whole concept of judo is that you're supposed to throw them so you can pick up your weapon again, which he does a very good job of the entire time. So I mean, it's a great to me it's a good go-to. Now there's some glaring issues whenever somebody gets hit, and you should probably use this. Whenever somebody gets hit and their arms don't, like, the body's meant to collapse. This is my general, like, how to recognize this technique won't work 101. Whenever somebody gets hit and their arms and legs don't collapse in, or they fly backwards, or they hold their arms out while they get hit, that's not reality. Okay, man, that combo won't work. But this is why some of the, like, a lot of the judo stuff works. It's because people collapse and you can just throw them and beat them from there. I don't know why I thought that Fiends wouldn't be in this level. It's okay. Oh, it's piecewise. There it is. There's the man himself. Sorry. I only know piecewise from just SK Combat. So, I don't know what you're doing days today. Like 14 hours from now, I'll be having the coffee stream. I'll probably be doing some Risk of Rain 2 and some Neon Abyss. Mr. Raku, if you want to join us then. I was doing YouTube streaming, but it turns out that apparently people are missing notifications whenever I was going live, so I'm just like, let's just do Twitch and I'll export it. Come out with daily videos here and there. Ninja expert, piecewise. There's no judo and spiral knights. You don't lose your weapon. Catacomb kids, however, you can lose your weapon a lot. You can break your weapon. Turns out if you hit things with weapons, weapons break. I don't know where he got the idea of, hey, you know what would be great? A weapon breaking mechanic. That'd be awesome. It says karate is about being a positive role model. That's when you get into relativism, though. Says who? Why should you bother being positive? Fighting itself is dirty. You're actually harming another person. You got one of each potion, which is just so great. But I agree with you. So it's about being an upstanding citizen. That was, I think, part of the original point. Though what we've lost in society in general is a loss of mentorship. We got a spark. Oh my gosh, it's a freaking net positive day. It's like discipleship, right? So this is like the exact opposite of the isolation aspect we have going on at the moment. Go by yourself. Don't talk to anybody. Yeah. They basically teach anybody. Yeah, that's a big thing. You're a thug, huh? Well, let me teach you how to use this gun. Like, no. Well, besides the fact that anybody can really point a gun at somebody and shoot them, that's the unfortunate part about a gun. The discipline involved in being an expert at it. Of course, you know, marksmanship is a thing, but at the same time, the ease of which you can do devastation to somebody with a gun is kind of, you know, obviously made the martial arts world kind of not necessarily fall apart, but definitely, oh jeez, definitely made it I'm not going to say not as relevant, because martial arts is definitely relevant. It cheapened the whole experience, there we go. To feel the life ebbing in front of you, if that's what you wish to do. killing people and hurting people. It's messy. Like, you can't. That's one of the issues I had with the direction of the dojo, because it was all about. You know, you gotta do this to make them feel right. It was a little. Oh, your lag got me. It was a little bit of a. We're going to a feeling now. So when we enter the realm of feeling as opposed to truth, we are hurting people. This is what we do. Didn't even see it coming. Then you're starting to like. The philosophy is like, you want to save the 4 or 5 people that might not like karate right away, but they might want to. You're just like, I don't. That sounds not correct. And the reason why it didn't resonate from me, or resonate to me, is that the truth of martial arts is you have to condition your hands. You have to condition your body. It is tough. You're going to sweat. If you want to get good, it's going to hurt. So me making people feel good. And then the critique I got was that I scare the kids, and it's awkward to watch me. Literally that week, when I was given that feedback, my daughter's private school asked me to be their gym teacher. And that's all ages teaching. So one of those is wrong. So sometimes you got to take hints from life and just say, okay, I think God's directed me down a certain path, or circumstances, or karma, or however you want to look at it, and I should probably pursue something in that realm that is aligning with reality. Disappeared. Anyway, so this is like I learned how to do kickboxing just so I could put myself through the workout. But there was something else down here. And it's nice to have on your resume, I guess, too. I'm not 100% worried about that kind of stuff, but if you want to learn how to be a kickboxer, I can teach you. I will destroy you, because it takes you like roughly a month per round to train, get your body up to peak physical condition. If you thought it was peak before, you do not know what peak was. From all accounts that I've heard, kickboxing training is actually the hardest, more so than MMA, because you can't, like, grappling is, I would say, like, it's not a lazy way out, but sitting there and just like flexing muscles with some isometric activity. Piecewise is down. Run. Is a little bit different than please jump. Oh my gosh, we didn't make it. Just got 1-2 combo instead. It's a little bit different than constantly throwing hard strikes 100%. That's why Benny the Jet was so good. That guy could just keep his fire going for his entire fight. It's Miss Melissa. Hello. It's different than kickboxing. I would say it's more jarring and unforgiving. Kickboxing, the thing about kickboxing is you're still fighting with pads. So I would say you have to, it's not as necessary to be in peak physical condition as it is to just, never make a mistake. Which is, I guess, the goal of any fight. Make sure you see things coming. Eyesight's important, perception's important. We're just throwing ourselves into the enemy right now. That's the reality of it. I guess today's episode's all about MMA, martial arts, and being a good citizen. Yeah, you don't have, I read the chat. That's what I get for reading chat. Goal is not to use sparks. Not to use sparks. Okay. Oh, okay. We're done. We have 1 hit protection. There's essence of forgiveness. I would grant that modern martial arts is more of a game of tag than anything else. When it comes to the point sparring, they go to the Olympics, they don't wear gear, and they do people just flying off the handle today, man. Elbow in my forehead, split like an orange. I was dazed, and I cocked a left hook and shattered my jaw. That's but I would say that like the unforgiveness when it comes to like bare knuckle fighting. You could spend a lifetime preparing for a single fight and still lose. But you still have to take that kind of loss, and, it's good to theorycraft what you would do if you did lose. And, I know I mentioned forgiveness factor, because forgiveness is just a necessary part of reality. But it's brutal fighting. It's like having literally a showdown with a gun. Would you want to be in a competition where you guys literally would just 6 shooters stand 6 feet apart, 12 feet apart, and shoot at each other? That might not be. That might not have a like how long are you really going to be in that sport? You know what I mean? Because probably not longer than maybe a couple days. Everybody makes mistakes. Of course, there's I almost said Mufasa, but the gentleman who won all the sword fights is Muyoshi. I forget his name, but he won like 50 sword duels, like to the death sword duels. Musashi, that's it. Thank you, Mr. Mexican. Leave it to the Mexicans to know what's up. Oh. But anyway, Musashi, he once reportedly carved out a sword on his way to a fight and then beat the guy anyway. And his mentality on fighting, that felt great. I embraced the pain. We're good. But I mean, good for him. That's gifted. And even if you look up Maynard from Tool, he has he's like, I think it's called Ethics of Work, something like that. But he actually goes into like how you don't define yourself, like keep on pursuing, don't define yourself by one lucky element in your life. Talking about Chris Cornell, and I forget the lead singer of Linkin Park, and how they committed suicide, and they got all sorts of focused on just one element in their lives, and they let that kind of consume them. Though at least I think that's what he was alluding to. So the guy does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Good for him. Tool, Trent Reznor, I see a pattern, I see what you listen to. I also listen to Bad Religion. Bad Religion comes up with some great reasonable music. Call that touch button, jeez. Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu's interesting, but it's also an art like any other. Like you can't really appreciate Jiu-Jitsu unless you're into it. And during the time, I don't think people knew really how to combat Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu when they put it on the scene. And to your point, the striking in the professional competitions is just not there. So it's semi-unrealistic, but it is what it is. It's a grappling form with locks and everything else. But it's, put yourself into other venues that benefit you and pursue and help you pursue bettering yourself. RJ. So pretty. A freaking blue firefly. Got people that are lucky, people that are gifted. And he even says this. He's like, he's like, the reason I don't compete in professional martial arts is because you have to be physically gifted to hit that level of skill. And he's just like, I'm not there, but I want to keep pursuing. Just because you're not gifted with a, amazing physique or a great set of lungs like myself, I have asthma, doesn't mean you shouldn't pursue to better yourself. This is the whole concept of, like, America. Nobody starts equally. To say everyone should be treated equally does a disservice to reality. Did myself and my wife, are we the same? The answer is no. She is female, I am male. Science tells us this. So to say that we should be treated equally kind of defies what we are. It actually takes away from what you are, because you're given a set of definitions when you're created. And I know, oh my gosh, you and the Mexican should talk. Because you're Australians, therefore you're brothers. That's how reality works. But anyway, where else go with that? Too many things are going on. Let's sell our chroma tiers for this is how I make my millions. If you ever want to make millions in Spiral Knights and lock your game up, because it has to load every single material, you just type in chroma, and then you start selling stuff. And I know Mexican's gonna see this and it's gonna be like, I'm gonna undercut him. Because that's what we do. We undercut people. They'll do that job for $10 an hour. I'll do it for $9. Maybe. But the betterment stuff. So you see the pattern of the things I listen to. But I listen to the secular music by far. But I still study when I look for truth in the Judeo-Christian worldview, because nothing else makes sense outside of it. You cannot give people value outside of God. Outside of transcendence, it just does not exist. Maynard is close. Maynard swims in the sea of, like, he was raised that way, but he refuses to believe it, I think, because Gremlin Gizmos? I don't even know if I have those. But he swims in the sea of truth. I think in the song Numa, he touched base on it. It was a nice collector. He said, we forget we're all one breath, one voice, one word. I'm like, wow, that's really a nice throwback to Genesis, and the Getting God Said. You have no donation button? I don't even know what that is, man. I plug this stuff into OBS and auto feeds it to Twitch. Um, you're not that old, Raku. I'm older than you are. I listen to Pantera. Sepultura is alright. I never really got into them. What's up, Grug? Yeah, it turns out if you live longer, you get old. I love that reality. It's pretty amazing. Can I sell a meteor moon? I'll sell one now. Ba-boom. Let's do it. This is the cheap man's version of Lego's live auction. 10 years ago. I thought it was 9 years ago. Like 2021's when wouldn't that be the 10-year anniversary? Something like that. Are we still playing games? Because games are part of who we are, dude. But narratives still sneak into the back door of reality. There was a neat I was listening to Andrew Clavin, and he was positing how like the things going on now in America directly mirror what was going on in the 60s. And it directly mirrors the outcome too, which is hot garbage. Like crime goes up, people want more, but it turns out what people want is actually the worst thing for them. That narrative does not match reality. I want to drink soda every day of my life. Well, you can do that. It turns out you lose your teeth and become obese. But I mean, you can't separate yourself from the consequences of your actions. Old man real talk. 10-year veterans. 9-year veterans, go. Where'd you go, Mexican? Saw you. I don't know where you are. I don't even know who I am anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta focus more on my Twitch. I know I have on YouTube. I gotta love. It's more cosmetically appealing. Twitch, I spend like 20-30 minutes on. So I don't even know what a donation button is. My popularity is not too grandiose. I'm sure it's there at some point. Old man real talk. But as we get older, I mean, there are certain things you gotta kind of. What kind of mission can we do real quick? Is there a quickie? I don't even know what a donate button does. What does that do? Does that give me more emotes? Alone in the dark? I've done that before. Silent Legion. Oh, I accept money. The whole point of this was like doing the YouTube thing. So it started out as a hobby. Now I'm sort of pushing it. Get 1,000 subs, you get ad revenue. It'd be nice. Gaming is kind of one way to go. In real life, I just like talking about truth in general. In games, I see the back door of the imagination to be a gateway to truth. $1 a month? Boom. So you have to link your Twitch to a Patreon account. Is that how that works? I'm so clueless to this stuff, dude. I want to play something else. What else can we play? We could pop some Slime Rancher. Nah, I can't. I accept your $1 a month. That'll pay for, in 2 or 3 months, I can afford a 5-hour energy drink, and you'll receive like a bonus stream, extra energy stream, in between kids and everything got going on. But yeah, in reality, I like talking about literally reality, because narrative and relativism only get you so far. We'd be alone in the dark. I'm not really doing anything else. Midlife crisis. I'm on the flip side. I'm quite content with life. Turns out that so my instructor and I had theories on this, where midlife crisis comes into play is when you look back into your life and you look for significance. What defines you as a person? And this is where you get identity, right? Check 1, 2. Is it working? Nar. Does everybody in Australia sound like a pirate? Anyway, I'm gonna be on later tonight. Let's see, around 12 plus 4 is 16. Maybe about 16 hours from now. Neon Abyss and Risk of Rain 2. I have no idea what was going on, but turns out if you unplug things and plug them back in, it works. It works. I'm not old. So, I would say, I tell people this all the time, you're not old. But I'm old as far as, like, gamer years go. Yeah, it's good talking with you too, Raku. But anyway, 16 hours from now, I'll be doing another stream. Friday and Saturday nights are interesting, but the coffee streams, I don't really, you're a little bit close, man. Social distance, please, if you don't mind. If you can touch my pipe with your chin, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. You gotta look at me like that. Anyway, don't touch. Get out of here with your touch my pipe stuff. Hopefully I'll see you guys tonight, and then tomorrow night we'll be doing at least night my time. I guess it's like kind of like morning yours because you guys live in alien land and gravity goes up instead of down in Australia. I'll be doing Catacomb Kids, which, in my opinion, Raku, you've not seen Catacomb Kids, I recommend watching it. It's probably the best game I've played in a long time. It's still in alpha mode. It's the one that just keeps me going. Your toilets spin backwards. Do you also age? Are you like born as an old man and you just kind of age backwards too? I can see that. Australia's just weird. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.